Welcome to another uplifting episode of the Positive Affairs podcast, the home of inspiring conversations, transformational journeys, stories, and the voices shaping Eswatini's future. I'm your host, Phiwayinkosi Khumalo, and before we dive in, I want to give a huge shout out to the team that works behind the scenes: Dennis Chandi, Tubelihle Mweli, Mkolisi Hlope, and Sigelela Matsenjwa. You guys make this magic possible every single episode, and we appreciate you. And a special thank you to Silindzile Dlamini for making today's conversation possible. Without you, it wouldn't have been. Now, today's guest is nothing short of phenomenal. She is a powerhouse, a servant leader, a wellness advocate, and one of Eswatini's rising business women. She started with just 650 Emalangeni, and today she runs 4 branches, moves stock with over 25,000 Emalangeni monthly, and leads a growing team of teapreneurs under the Mama's Flat Stomach Tea brand. Family, please welcome a business baddie, Ntsikie Gumbi. And Ntsikie, welcome to Positive Affairs podcast. Please greet our viewers today.
Hi everyone, sanibonani. Ligama lam labangating Nontsikelelo Gumbi. To those that know me already, you can call me your business baddie. You'll always find me a baddie. Any day. I'm currently working up as a manager with the Mama's Flat Stomach Tea, but I always say either you call me at night or any day, you'll always find me as a business baddie. I just retired from being a corporate hun. So this business just gave me an early retirement. So from being a corporate now, I'm just now a business baddie. So being a baddie, you'll always find me any day. I am your business baddie.
Hands off for you. Hands off for you. Thank you so much for that. So let's start right at the heart of it. Our podcast is all about visionaries, builders, and change makers, and your journey fits right into that. You just said you retired from a corporate a job, and you are concentrating on this now. Before we actually talk business, tell us, who is Nontsikelelo Gumbi, and what sparked your passion for wellness and entrepreneurship?
Okay, Nontsikelelo Gumbi is a daughter. I'm a sister. Very much single. That's why I'm a baddie.
You heard it from her.
Very much single, but I'm a daughter. I'm a child of God. I'm just a baby. So any day you'll find me as a daughter. That comes first, but I am a child of God. So that's my foundation, family, and also my faith. Yes, those are my foundations.
I hear you, and hats off for you for that, because I think that's an incredible part of it. If you believe in God and you're a believer of who He is in your life, honestly speaking, what will stop you?
Exactly, especially if you're into entrepreneurship. I always say you need Christ, or you need God, or you need that source to run a business. Otherwise, it takes faith to run a business. It takes I wouldn't say strength. It takes faith. So you need God in your life. So He is my foundation.
You heard it from here. You heard it from her as well. Wow.
We do have baddies in church, you know that.
That's true.
Yeah, we do have baddies in church. So people, you'll find them in church.
I hear you.
I have a personal relationship with God. I'm not a religious person. I have a personal relationship with God. So in my house, I can hold my own church. I have a communication with God in my own house. So it's a personal relationship, not than just me going to church. We do communicate with God each and every day.
I'm happy for you. Okay, now let's talk about that big moment. The business presentation that took place on the 24th of May at the George Hotel in Manzini. What motivated you to bring this business opportunity to Eswatini, and what impact did that event have on people that attended that event?
Okay, this year's launching, it was the second launching. We had the first one last year in April, 27th of April. Then we had the second one this year. This one, it was a turnaround for me. The theme was Sawubona. So Sawubona is an African proverb, I would say. That means I see you. I honor you, I value your presence. Uh, the reason it was a turnaround for me, it's mainly because as much of us catering for the launching, I wasn't alone. And that's one thing that you need to learn into network marketing, because this is Mama's Flat Stomach Tea. It's an MLM company, which means it's a multi-level company, and I don't have to do everything by myself. So this time I didn't just pitch it by myself, but South Africa came in to pitch to support me into which they made it more successful for their presence. So they saw me. For me, it was very, very important, because I'm just a girl who comes from a humble beginnings. Actually, I was not humble. I was born from a golden spoon, and the 1st of July, it was a turnaround point, because I lost everything I knew, everything that I had. And now I had to start from scratch, from everything that I knew was there. Now it's different. So for the company to see me, I felt like they had my voice. They saw my capability, that I can speak to people, and I can be able to find my own tribe. I've always said, when I was a little girl, I used to say I'll be a rich housewife. Not thinking being a rich housewife, I'll have to marry rich. Only to realize now that I've retired, I can be a rich housewife because I have the money, in which it had given me the gateway of early retirement. So this business gave me that. It gave me my first international trip. I went for my first international trip to Mauritius, they saw me. They supported me. Culture in Maswati, they take things slowly when it comes to opportunities. But with South Africa, and how with the pace that they have in how in doing things, abasho how little Swati lely, what investor don't do anything about. Angeke ende lutho about it. Though I started with my 9 to 5, because ngayicala with 650, 3 years ago, in which I turned out into 4 branches in Swaziland, because I wanted to do it by myself.
3 years ago, and you're where you are at now.
Yeah. And when I started it with 650, I wanted to work alone. I didn't believe myself as a leader. We have a language whereby we call each other leaders in network marketing. And I never saw myself as a leader, because I can have a group of women who want to lead themselves and find financial freedom into this business. So that's why it was easy for me to go out there and open the branches, where else the structure of this business, it says you're gonna sell, which is retailing, you're gonna recruit, you're gonna duplicate, and you're gonna lead people. We rise through raising other people. So this year's launching, it was a turnaround for me to say there are people who like me. The company says, you are a student, we see you, you can start your business at 650. Who starts a business at 650? It says you're a single mother. It sees you. It says your 9 to 5 is not enough. It sees you. It honors you. It honors your presence, and it values diversity. And being among winners in this brand, it has taught me that I can be myself and present myself as there's no bad. I am the only baddie in the brand. We have people who are much educated than me in this brand, and they're doing just fine. And it sees them for that. There's no competition. It celebrates diversity. So for them to see me through this launching, I wanted to do more. I started believing in myself. I had to work into within my confidence and the inner dialogue. How do I speak to myself each and every day? Because if you're into business, you really need to develop from within out.
I hear you.
So it was a major turnaround, seeing Maswati coming there, and you'll be shocked that we even had a child, Luna, I think 11 years old.
That's it.
She's very, very good in selling. Like when she's broke. Like I know that girl is gonna be a baddie. Definitely gonna be
Following in your footsteps.
Yeah, so
that's wonderful.
that's it.
Okay, so one thing I loved about that event was the awards. Top recruiter, top inner, brand awareness, loyalty. Why is recognition such a key part of your business model? Why does it matter so much in your world?
All right. Well, first, just to clear things out, the people that were recognized there, it's not people who were already into the business.
Really?
Yeah. Kweta Bambo Lap, we already just had to hear about the business, but because we had a mini training, it was still the time whereby we were still introducing the Mauritius incentive trip. So during that time, we taught them about the products to make sure that they are making a follow up. We asked them, we gave them awards. Why? To take back from how I was raised before I get into the business model. I was raised by a man who was my late father, who recognized greatness. So from primary until high school, I grew up competitive.
Must have been interesting.
Oh, up until you lose. Up until you lose. Yeah. I grew up competitive because you'll give me Emma awards for three positions. Position one, two, and three, and I bring a fanan. So for position one, he'll buy you clothes. For position two, give you a mini gift. Then for position three, veil. Or position four, I'll tell you at all. Someone would say it's harsh. It was harsh, but the more I was awarded, the more I worked harder.
It was a motivation on its own.
Up until it worked for me, it served me, by the way, up until secondary. Then when I had to go for high school, I did my high school at St. Francis. If you know how students, how St. Francis students, competitive they are, it didn't do me well. It didn't do well, and it even got worse when I had to go to varsity. But my spirit was always yearning to be seen, to be heard, and to see the world through my eyes. And this time, because Nyalo, I'm no longer impressing my dad and Baba Basuya Shona, now I had to relearn to see the world through my own eyes. And I want to be seen, I want to be heard, I want to be recognized. So with that, I also know what's being awarded. It creates a culture whereby people they want to do the very same thing. So when we were awarding, giving awards during with the flu, people that got excited, they got even look award of squad, we call you by your name because we already had a list of the people who were into the interview. They were over 50, but we already knew them. Because we will call them by names. So if you are wrong amongst a brand that sees you like that, people don't want to do the very same thing over and over again. So that's why the awards is very, very important in this business model. And in this kind of business, it's mangi see, mangi does. So if mhlambe, for instance, I just got ranked up yesterday for being a manager. With the team, because we have a team in Swaziland, we usually, the culture is every month we rank up. And I'm amongst a group of hardworking women, wives who just want to change, not depend on their husband. We're not independent of men. We just want to see ourselves through the world. We want to be financially free like that, not because as soon as sitting in the no. Kumnanzi nje ukudla imali yakho, exactly. And money gives women that kind of freedom to be in places where they needed and to be wherever la bafuna khona, but not because mhlambe vele ngitawuthini yabo. So when I ranked up, I know tonight they'll be following me because mangi sees mangi. So whenever I rank up, akugcini nje ngami kuphela. We celebrate that we have that kind of a culture. We'll help you up until you believe because you can be a millionaire today. So that's our culture. You start into network marketing or into the spread, not even knowing how to sell, not even believing in yourself, but will make you believe because you can be anything. So that's why it's very, very important to see each and everyone in this brand. So the awards are very, very important for us. It's a culture, and asibuki those you have people who are earning more in this business. My upliner is an attorney. He's earning 120,000 per month.
Okay.
Yes, and we have he's even at 30. My salary that I'm earning, it's paying me 3 times, triple what I used to earn. in my corporate world. So it's not about just ukuthi mhlambe who's earning. We recognize everything. Even if mhlambe I started my first commission, it was 200 and something. I went to buy my pair of sneakers a Mr. Price. That motivated me to do more. So not we celebrate everything, like not only on business. We see you, oh, I like this about you, because at the end everyone wants to be seen, everyone wants to be recognized, and we wanna value your presence as an individual person, because we have introverts in this business. We're going to take them out of the intro and just talk about this business. Kunebantu labakhuleni bangathandwa emakhaya. We've never been told you're beautiful. We'll start making you believe you're the Beyonce of this business. That's the culture of this business.
That's beautiful. That's really beautiful. So now let's get into your personal journey. Your personal journey is something that inspires so many. You started with just 650 Malangini activation kit, no registration fee, just pure hustle and heart. How did starting from that humble place shape your mindset as an entrepreneur?
Okay, when I started this business, I didn't think I'll be here, but I think one thing that we need to understand with in this model of business, you need to consider self-development. I'm always either reading something or listening to a podcast or being mentored, or and that's how we win in this business. Otherwise you're gonna make it. So in my journey, I had to do a lot of consulting, I had to be mentored a lot, I had to be available for business summits, and either I get mentorship from my upline or crossline or whoever. Funny thing enough is, unlike corporate, I'm not in this business. You can speak to anyone who's earning the highest without this wall. I talk to the CEO of this business like he's my friend. Like we talk, he will text me at 4 o'clock and I'll respond, or like just like go to logo see, or so you need that kind of guidance. You need to be mentored, you need to consult, you need to grow. And the same strategy that we had in order that you lured you this far, or that led me the past 2 years, is not the very same strategy that will lead me into my first million. So I need to revolve each and every day, and I did that. I was intentional about that even when I was in corporate. I think if the one thing my previous supervisor couldn't agree with me is being slow. I always had a book. I'll do my work. I wouldn't advise it to anyone, because if you're working, you need to give it your whole into what you've given, like your corporate space, not cheat in your job. I mean, I cheated. I'll read a book, I'll do the work. I'll always had a book to read, and I'll always, so that's I think that's what got me this far. I always made sure that I work on myself. Otherwise, there wouldn't be this. I wouldn't even have the guts to resign if maybe I did no. Being a bed was built by this business. Yeah.
I hear you. Okay, so today you're actually running 4 branches, like we said earlier, Mbabane, Pikesbek, Manzini, and Tlangano, right? And transporting stock worth over 25,000 Manlangeni every month. What does that growth mean to you on a personal level?
Oh, I thought I'll be tracking my ass for reaching this level, but it humbles me, honestly. There's never, if you're a leader into business, there's never a moment whereby you feel like, I've made it. You reach a certain goal, you feel like, no man, there's still more out there.
Not enough.
It's never enough. I think I'm just humbled, but it's just, I'm still getting warmed up. There's more out for me out there. Yeah.
Okay, you've also spoken about the challenges of transporting stock across borders. That's not easy, I can assume. How did you actually navigate those logistical hurdles in the early days when you started out?
I think collaborating with people who knew better about transporting things from, because I don't think I'm good in accounts or doing the paperwork. I had to hire someone who does that well for me. And also work hand in hand with my career, which has been serving me for the past 2 years. Because and that's one thing. They've once showed me flames before, so I'm not losing any other money because it doesn't look good on your image and also into the business when you're gonna make those slight mistakes and have to pay double or more just because you didn't make your own research. But yeah, but I think collaborating with the people who know better than me, it helped me to, yeah, maneuver over that one.
It's interesting. I actually like the fact that you hired somebody to do your papers, which means you gave somebody a job while you are doing your own thing as well. So it pays somebody else.
Yeah.
So that's big.
Because he's smarter than me, what can I do?
What about being smarter? You gave somebody else an opportunity.
Oh, well, if you look at it like that way, but you also, yeah, definitely if you look at that way, you're definitely right.
So it's a positive, honestly. Okay, so your business isn't just about selling tea, it's a holistic wellness journey as well. How do your products support the health and wellness goals of your customers?
Okay, our products, first of all, I should mention that they are 100% organic. They're not so if you're not trying to lose weight or gain, you can just use them for to make to if maybe like we have one client who was diabetic, so we have moringa tea in our products. So it's just instead of drinking coffee in the morning, he drinks moringa tea just to maintain it health. So we're not just here serving you body goals and confidence, which I enjoy most, but we so concerned about your health. The new world right now, it's health. So you cannot achieve a millionaire's goal or in a wheelchair. You need to be healthy. So they also, what is nice about them is they suit any kind of lifestyle. Even if it may be you don't have to go to the gym in order for you to achieve your goals. I used in back into okay, I'm always into fitness, but there was one moment when I was still in corporate whereby I couldn't attend gym because of work. Work was crazy and it had so many demands in which I had to attend, but each and every day you'll always find me, I'm always drinking my tea. I had to get snatched by, so it suits any kind of lifestyle. If maybe your kind of schedule is always on the road, you just pour your tea, you drink, maintain that kind of, as least as long you're healthy. That's one thing about them, they are 100% organic. I had one client also who had an issue with brain tumor, so she maintained the those she has some kind of attacks, she'll take moringa tea with capsicum spice, so it will calm down the nerves and be able, because she's a teacher by profession, so she drinks that tea each and every day just to calm her nerves and be able to carry throughout the day. However, for those who have body goals, want to achieve their body goals, we usually say you're gonna take our product up until you reach your goal. Then once you've reached it, you stop, because our products we're trying to as much we provide you with our products, we don't have a specific diet. That's one thing that's different about us. We have an eating plan, because we're trying to make sure that you have an established or a good relationship with food that you're going to maintain even after. That's why we don't say go potanga balsamic rice or those ridiculous protein, but the right portions, the way you're gonna be able to maintain that lifestyle. This brand is a lifestyle brand. So even after you stop taking our products, you're gonna be able to sustain those goals because you've mastered your relationship with food.
Go for it.
Yes.
Okay, I love that you're actually expanding. You just talked about meal plans. There's a weight loss program, right? And then there's personalized workout plans.
Not yet. It's one. Okay, those will come in future because as much I'm a business baddie, but I'm also a fitness and nutrition student. So I think I'll take that for added on future plans.
Okay, so which new service would you be excited to roll out?
Personalized diets. I'm not sure of this one of training band.
Not sure yet.
I'm not sure yet. I think I do enjoy the exercising, but training someone else, I think I enjoy making money. That's why I'm into this business. I love money. The life that I want for myself, it's money. It needs me to make money, but I think when it comes to how you need to eat and those, I can do that. Not sure of the training part. I think maybe I'll expand my options with time. Yeah.
All right, let's get into leadership and team culture. You describe yourself as a servant leader, someone who puts people first. What does servant leadership look like in network marketing?
Servant leadership in network marketing, it means leading the team through purpose, humility, heart to heart, in a kind of a way. It's whereby you ask yourself, what can I do to help the team to reach the ultimate goal, instead of how the team can help me to reach my ultimate goal. So it changes. I think that's one thing which we need to change at Ngombe Maswati, because they always mistake network marketing with pyramids. Yeah, with pyramid schemes, it's not about that. It's about how we can achieve a certain goal as a team. And servant leadership, it's one of, I feel like it's the foundation of network marketing. I usually say servant leadership in network marketing, it's Christ-like. It's more like Christ and his 12 disciples, because you need to lay your life for the people in order for you. The more you lay your life for multiple, the reason people are maybe in network marketing 1 millionaires and billionaires is because they've laid their lives for multiple people to teach them, to see them win. Because whatever money you're going to make in this business, we raise millionaires in this business. So it's not about I. It's how as a team they can, because so you need to attend to one each, and you need to also make that person see it's possible and doable. So I think that's the turnaround whereby we need to have or clarify network marketing and pyramid schemes are not the same. They're not even close. Network marketing is still standing today because of that culture. So it's serving the people. If we're not Ntsikie, because my lomnye goal yakhe angeke ukuthi mhlawumbe ufuna travel like me, but mina ngifuna ekhaya ukuthi ngikhona ukuthi ngiprovide siyakubokhisimise nyalo. I want to have an extra source of income. How can you assist that person? Mhlawumbe lo mnyaka afune ma-millions. I just want to be able to cover a few bills. How can you assist that person? So the more you provide with the right coaching and mentorship and knowledge in how they can help themselves into this business, then you that's how you're gonna win a lot of souls and win in this business.
So that's how you keep your team motivated and focused.
We have trainings Mondays and Wednesdays. Today there's a training. Each and every day we have I can share something with them to motivate them for the day. Because I don't know everything, so I sometimes transfer them to, there's a group whereby they go under mentorship and training. I think if maybe they hear it from someone else who's has more experience than me, then it will change their thinking. With network marketing is the vision is beyond anyone. So I wouldn't. I'm going to think this like that. I need to understand that this is beyond my own thinking. I need people, and that's power by itself. Trying to rely and resting in other people's capabilities, it's power.
That's powerful as well. Okay, before entrepreneurship, we talked about that you worked in a corporate world, and you've said customer service is your pride, right? So how has that corporate experience shaped the way you serve your clients today?
It has shaped in a lot of aspects. When it comes to customer service, I take pride on it, because I think I provide tailored solutions for each and every customer, because what's nice about our brand is it has different varieties of weight loss and flat tummy. But in order for me to assist you, I need to understand you as a person. And as much I've created boundaries, at 12 or mhlambe at 3, as customers they'll make those demands. But I think I've mastered on how to tackle such situations, and I think that's one thing that has helped my brand to grow, because I'll give you the attention that you need. at any time you want. I'll just give it to you.
I love hearing that. I love hearing that. And your promotions and competitions, they get people talking. Why is customer engagement such a big priority in your business?
Feedback. You need customers' feedback in order for your brand to grow. Either the negative or the positive. I think the negative is much, it will first get into my skin, but it's how it brings innovation into the business. How can we get better in serving? Because it's not about me, it's about the community. So, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, okay. I like that. I like that you take the negative and turn it out into a positive, because I don't think people would bring negative feedback just because they want to kill your business, but it helps you grow, and how you then accept it for what it is, and then it helps you grow into who you are today. That's powerful on its own. So your advice to entrepreneurs always centers on personal growth, spiritual growth, and staying connected to the source. Why do you believe faith plays such an important role in entrepreneurship? You did talk about it being Christ-like. So, how would you say it's an important role in entrepreneurship?
Um, being Christ-like or being connected to the source is because, for me, it's individually is very very important, because if you're going to go into entrepreneurship, you don't know it all, and if you don't know it all, sometimes you need to rely into the source that knows it all. If you're going to break generational curses or rewrite your story, something that has never existed, you're not gonna do it without the rightful source. So for me, it's very very important that you and sometimes the reason we find ourselves repeating cycles is because this is what we're familiar with. In order for us to see something that you're not familiar with, you need to be connected to the source. Sometimes we're better even the confidence in doing things. Then my prayer sometimes will be like, Nkosi, ngende ngibone the way that you see me. When I don't love myself, I know that God loves me. Then I'll go enter a room because I know God loves me. I have God's permission. If I'm going to bring something into the picture, I need to tap into the source to create, because we are creators. Our Father is a creator, so we in His image. Sometimes we forget that, right? Especially if in Mhlambe you've had a lot of disappointments. So you need to tap into that grace in order for you to start to create something new. So you definitely need God in this entrepreneurship.
It's really beautiful. But you also shared a vulnerable part of your story from the pamphlets that we were reading, losing almost 10,000 emalangeni in failed investment. How did that loss become a turning point for you?
It's a shame that I'm sharing this story live. I've never shared the story with my parents. So sabahlaza batali. I lost the 10K. I think I was supposed to further my studies. So my parents, I had that money just to pay for tertiary after I completed after I've completed my associate degree. So I had to further my studies. So I invested that money into Bitcoin at that time. Yeah, I lost.
A whole lot of people have lost their money through
I
that.
never got a penny. I never got a penny. And to revive that money back, it was to build such money. It took me so many years, but it was a lesson that I had to learn the hard way. So I think that's why I joined network marketing. Actually, the product-based network marketing, because akufake into whatever. I'm not saying anything about crypto or anything, but if it's not product based, then I don't have assurance because I'll have my returns. Because even if you decide to shut down tomorrow, at least I'll have my returns through the profit that I'm selling. So it was a huge. I don't make. I'm now a wise girl. I'm no longer a silly girl.
hear you. There's this saying, I'm not even so sure if I'm saying it right. From the ashes, the phoenix will rise. And your mentor actually calls you a phoenix. Why does that name resonate with you, and what does it really symbolize?
It really does. Just what you just said recently. You'll put me into any kind of nonsense. I'll always rise. When I met my mentor, I was on my darkest moment. I was heartbroken. And then he asked me how. Then I shared my story. You're going to know when you meet someone new. We have this layers. You hide yourself from people who you are, even you, including yourself. You hide yourself from yourself. So he was able to peel out those layers and confront myself. So I realized, that's when I realized that you can put me into anything, but I will always write. I turn anything ugly into beautiful. So yeah, that's just me.
Lovely. Let's talk books and inspiration. You talked about you've always had a book by your side, reading, working. And you are currently reading Power Moves by Sarah Jakes Roberts. A powerful choice, honestly. What lessons from that book are actually influencing your views on rest, power, and self care right now?
Actually, when I bought that book, that was the intent. What I got inside wasn't what I had in mind. I mean, I was looking for power. This manipulative power. How to tell people, how people to listen to you. Because and I was looking for all that. And what I got in that book, the girl was preaching. I had to confront myself. I don't know how many times I repented. I repented from chapter 1 until it's your pela. So long I repent. Like I'll pray every after chapter. Lord, I'm just I learned that being powerful is showing up authentically as you. And now I'll show up either with your mood swings, feeling down, happy, sad, just show up like that. I also learned through this book that you, even when you're resting, you're at your being a powerhouse is when even when you're resting. So there's a lot of things I've learned, that many definitions of power. Even when I'm not working, I can, if I'm away, the team can do better without me because I trust each and everyone's capability in the team. So that's also power, but you need to rest and lay back. Yeah, so I had to learn to trust other people's capabilities and let go of pride and the grip of being in control, thinking good to being in control, and that's not power. Just give other a chance and that form of diversity into this common goal with how can we all win. I mean, I'm bringing this into the table and trust that they can do better without you. Being a firstborn, I like being in control. I still do that. I like being in control, making sure everything is in order, but sometimes I just need to lay back and allow everyone to do what they're good at. And I learned it from that book.
Before we end, listening to you has been wonderful. You have a beautiful story. It's quite inspiring, actually, listening to you talk. You know what you're talking about. You are inspired by what you're actually talking about. So I love hearing you talk. Any last words to our viewers?
Um, my last words to my today I'll have to be biased, but I think I'll talk to women because we as women we've been always been second into things. I'll only say to women, in a world whereby we're fighting, we are in the phase of purple movement, people fighting towards GBV and all the like. Um, I think it's time for women to stand up for their finances. Take up space not only on starting businesses, even in careers. We need more leaders in careers whereby we need a female CEO, we need a female manager, and women have been criticized for into leadership. How are we going to learn if we don't put ourselves in there? We don't know how to do it because we've been told our places at home. We're also our places everywhere. I can decide to be a wife, being the boss and also being an entrepreneur. We just need to stop being second. And God has given us the same capabilities men have. Let ipurpose yakho ayisuku for just because you're now a wife. Don't let your purpose to die because you are a mother. There's more. There's more beyond just being a wife and a mother. You are a lot of things, and don't die so long as you recognize who you are. So my challenge, my message to women is stand up for your finances, start that business, travel the world, and stand for yourself. And find out who you are besides being the roles that you've been given by society. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Ntsikie, your journey is a testament of resilience, vision, and the power of starting small. From 650 emalangeni to a multi-branch wellness business, your story is inspiring people across Eswatini and beyond. Thank you for sharing your heart. And I felt that. I felt that your wisdom and your journey with us today. Where can our viewers actually find you? Where can they contact you for a business opportunity, or whether they want to learn about the products and the services that you offer?
All right. I have a Facebook page. It's strictly Ntsikie Gumbi. Yes, I use my name because I am a brand working. You can my contacts at 7844 1180. Then we have also Swize Mobile 7944 1180. Yes, otherwise, anywhere in Swaziland, if you want to have a link up, I'll always make a plan that we meet up. I usually like making business arrangements in person than just online. Not unless it may be you having a busy schedule. But anytime you want to have a link up concerning this business, I'm your person.
Our viewers and followers, you heard it from her first. That is where you can find her Mama's Flat Stomach Tea business opportunity. And a big thank you again to our behind the scenes team, Dennis Chandi, Mkolisi Hlope, Tubelihle Mweli, and Sigelela Matendra, and to Silindzile Dlamini for making this opportunity so we can sit down with you and have a conversation. So thank you so much. This episode of Positive Affairs podcast was proudly sponsored by Kozeni Water. Stay hydrated, stay healthy, and stay aligned. I'm your host, Phiwayinkosi Khumalo. Stay positive, stay inspired, and remember, your story is your power. Own it, shape it, and let it shine. Goodbye.
Bye. Thank you so much.